Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay tuned for the morning announcements.
Good morning, Douglas. My name is Mr. Meenick. I'm the director of the North Star Thespians, which is our after-school theater troupe, and I would like to invite you to our first virtual meeting, which is going to be next Tuesday, September the 1st at 3:30 p.m. No prior theater experience is required. You may come as you are. Anyone who is interested in learning more about what we are and what we're doing is welcome to attend. I have provided the Zoom link below. We will also get that out on our Instagram account. If you want to follow us, simply look up North Star Thespians and you'll find us there. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I have provided that email address below me as well. Again, my name is Mr. Meenick. That meeting is next Tuesday at 3:30, probably be over by 4:30 at the very latest, and we hope to see you there. Thanks so much. Make it a good day.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Mills and I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. I am the principal of the Academy of Health Sciences here at Frederick Douglass High School. And I wanted to say a few things to you all this morning. So first of all, thank you for a wonderful first few days. You all have done an excellent job showing up, engaging in your classes, and we really, really genuinely appreciate it. So thank you. It has been so nice to connect with all of you all. The next thing that I want to say is as we have gone through these first few days, we've learned some things. So, some important reminders in virtual learning. Please make sure as you're entering into your teacher's Zoom room that you are putting your first and last name so the teacher can ensure that you are supposed to be in that class. That's very important for security features so we can make sure students are where they're supposed to be. So please make sure you're putting first and last name as you enter into your Zoom rooms. The next thing, I want to make sure as you're entering in, you are muted. Now, that is a feature that most teachers have already selected, but as you're in class, make sure that you're only unmuting yourself if you have that capability when you are contributing to the class. Otherwise, sometimes we get some background noise that is very distracting to other students. So just making sure our microphones are off unless we are contributing. And of course, we want you to contribute in class. It makes it very fun and engaging to just interact and be able to hear different ideas. So when you are not engaging and not speaking, make sure that your microphone is on mute so that it is the best learning experience possible for all. The next thing that I want to mention is at Frederick Douglass High School, we have school-wide PBIS expectations. What this means is that across the school, no matter if we're in the building or if we're learning virtually, we have 3 set school-wide expectations. That is, be safe, be responsible, and be respectful. So no matter if we're in the building or if we're at home, there are expectations of being safe, being responsible, and being respectful. In your advisory classes, your teachers will be going over what that looks like in a virtual setting. What does it mean to be safe when you're writing an email or when you're reading your email? What does it mean to be responsible about checking your email? What does it mean about being respectful when you're writing an email and sending it? What does it mean when you're being safe as you're entering into a virtual learning session? What does it mean to be responsible as you're entering in and having your Chromebook charged and participating in the classroom and minimizing distractions around you? What does it look like to be responsible to ensure that you're getting your online learning turned in? All of those things will be reviewed in your advisory classes. So we do have those PBIS school-wide expectations of be safe, be responsible, and be respectful. Lastly, I want to mention that in advisory, we will also be going over something called SEL. SEL stands for social emotional learning. And I think we can all agree that right now, in the midst of everything going on, we need those relationships and to feel very connected with others. And it can feel disconnected in a virtual setting. And so we are being intentional with our SEL curriculum to make sure that all students feel connected to an adult in the building and they're able to process and think through and understand their emotions that they've been experiencing these last few months. So that SEL content that will be presented in advisory is very important just for relationship building. And that can help us all. It can help the teachers, it can help the administrators, it can help the students. And we want to make sure that we all feel very connected and we are a school family. So I wanted you to know that that will be something you'll be seeing in the next few days. And I'm just very excited to work with you all, to get to know you all. And it's just so nice to be back in school. So if you need anything, again, my name is Miss Mills. I'm the principal of the Academy of Health Sciences, and I'm so glad that you're at Frederick Douglass High School. Have a great day.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so cautious and being so good about my PPE that I just, I'm very compliant, if not anything. And I encourage you to do the same, guys. I think that we can really put a dent in this global pandemic as a community, as a small niche here in Lexington by doing the right thing, right? By being ethical. You're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting others. So I encourage you to listen to the governor, and I encourage you to do a good job. I want to start today's morning announcements by highlighting some of the folks that are here to truly help and make sure that you're okay. Because even myself, I'm not too brave to admit that sometimes I need help. Sometimes I like talking to Mike Stead or Dr. Rowe and just sharing out what I'm going through, what my personal experience is, what my emotions, what my feelings are, as I cope with working from home or as I cope with the adjustment that we've had to make. So take advantage of the mental health folks that we have here for you. And I'm going to go over some of those folks. Our school psychologist I mentioned is Dr. Bronnie Rowe. You can find her here on campus. She has a phone number, an extension, and an email address. Mike Stead, Super Mike, I mean, he's our social worker, and he's just a busy body, always around, always doing something. A mental health specialist, Miss Sherry-Ann Brown, has a world of experience working with students and working with young people. Don't be shy about seeking out some of these helps. Don't be ashamed or afraid to get what you need as a person, because that's what they're here for. We're spending a lot of resources to have folks here on campus that can help you. Take advantage of that. I know I am, and I encourage you to do the same. I also want to introduce our college and career readiness coach, Miss Monica Jones, and her job is to make sure that you are ready for college and that you are ready for career. That's her coaching passion, right? She has contact with universities, she has contact with employers, and if you reach out to her and you say, hey, I want to go to Transylvania University, she'll be able to tell you, this is the ACT score you need. These are the classes that you're going to want to take. This is the GPA that you have to earn in those classes, and she can guide you in that path. And then one of my favorite people in the whole world is our youth service coordinator, Mr. Mike Allen. And Mr. Mike Allen is here to fill in the gaps on whatever you need to be successful. Our youth service center is outstanding. We have anything you may need, anything you may be missing to help you guys get to where you want to be. I want to say thank you to all the teachers and students. I've been in and out of some of the Zoom classes. I know I was in Miss Banks' Zoom class, the pottery, I think it was pottery, I don't know. It was an art class, Miss Banks, I was there and I was saying hi to some of the kids. That was enjoyable. I went into Mr. Horn's freshman seminar class and saw some of the new freshmen. I've been in and out to several Zoom meetings, and I'm so delighted to see that, yeah, we're teaching. Kids are learning. We're going through content. Kids are experiencing what we call our instructional core, right? The interaction between the content, the learner, and the teacher. All those things together work to produce results, to produce growth, to help you be the best you, get to where you want to be. Okay, so today I have a very, very important message. And I need you to really, really understand what I'm trying to say. Frederick Douglass High School is a safe school. This is the school I want to bring my biological children to. I want to be the principal for little Lucy, Macho, and Mila when they're old enough to come to high school. So it will be a safe school. And we've put some measures in place, some structures in place to ensure that it is a safe school. But that doesn't extend to just the building. That extends to you at home right now, going through the virtual learning that you're going through. So I want to talk just a few minutes about bullying and harassment. It is not tolerated. But before I reiterate that it is not tolerated, I want to tell you that all students have the right to work, play, and learn in an environment that is safe and respectful. You have that right. And I'm going to protect that right. And I'm going to protect that right by making sure that we are being ethical, that we are doing the right things. Any unwanted verbal, physical, or social behavior among students that involves a real or perceived power imbalance and is repeated or has the potential to be repeated is bullying. That is the definition of bullying. So there is a difference between you got into it with your buddy and you are a victim of bullying, right? Was it intentional? Is it repeated? Is it a repetitious action? Is there no remorse? Does the person deny? Are you in a friend group or not in a friend group with this individual? Guys, sometimes people are mean. Sometimes people have a bad day. Sometimes you get into it with some of your best friends. I know. I got into it with some of my best friends. Sometimes I was the mean one, sometimes they were the mean one. But it wasn't bullying because I loved those individuals and we just had a falling out and had some words or whatever. If it's repetitive, intentional, if you're being sought out, then you are being bullied. And that includes cyberbullying. So cyberbullying could be gossip, impersonation, someone acting like you on a social media account. It could be cyber stalking. It could be harassment. They're outing you for something. They're calling you out for something, or cyber threats. Those are examples of cyberbullying. Now, harassment are actions intended to intimidate, annoy, or alarm another person. You can receive disciplinary action. If you are an aggressor in a bullying or harassment situation, you can be liable by lawsuits or criminal complaints. You can have, the victim can have health issues, job loss may be a result of it. But as far as students are concerned, disciplinary actions can include suspension, expulsion. You can be excluded from certain class activities and certain elements of school. There is in the student code of conduct that I showed you yesterday, there is a class 3 violation under hostile work environment that we will protect as a school. So make sure that you understand that if you are being bullied, you have rights. The biggest thing I want you to do if you're being bullied, I want you to walk away or stay away. I want you to report the action to an adult, specifically your parent or someone you trust. And understand that if you're being bullied, it's not your fault, right? That's their fault. That's an issue with them. So you come get help from us and we will protect you and make sure that you get to go to a safe school, a school that you love, right? I want you to love Frederick Douglass High School. I want you to feel a sense of belonging to Frederick Douglass High School. If you know somebody that's being bullied, be a friend. Report it for them. Make sure that you walk with them or talk with them or support them, listen, encourage, and help the situation. Be a friend if you are if you know that someone's being bullied. So let's talk about the individuals that I introduced on Wednesday, the principals, myself, Lester Diaz, and your academy principals, the counselors that I introduced yesterday, and the mental health folks that I introduced today are all trustworthy folks that you can go to if you have a situation like this. You can also use the stop tip line. It's an anonymous reporting mechanism that we have. You can find it on our website. It looks like a stop sign. The stop tip line will help you report these situations for yourself or for a friend and your teachers. You're getting to know your teachers through these synchronous Zoom meetings. You can also use your teachers to help report some of these situations. All right, my next message is, and every day I'm trying to give you a little life coach, right? A little life coaching. That's me. That's what I do. I want you to be the best you can be. My next message is over deliver. All right? It doesn't matter if you're a student. It doesn't matter if you're a staff member. It doesn't matter if you're out in the world working at a job. Over deliver. Personally, I like to under promise and over deliver. That's just my style. Let me look into that for you, and then I fix it, right? That's what I want you to think about. When you over deliver, the emotions and the positive energy that you're sharing and how people perceive you is going to drastically improve. So think about how you, within your current role, can over deliver. Guys, that's all I have for you today. Have a great weekend. We've had an amazing first week, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to go even deeper into some of this learning, and we're going to provide the best learning environment we can for you. I'm Lester Diaz, your principal, and it is an honor and a privilege to serve you in this capacity. What do you think, Snow?